Alright, we're back and planting some trees. Woody is a very environmentally conscious lumberjack. Cuts down a lot of trees, but he plants many trees as well. Tries to keep order and balance to his lumberjacking. And keeping a good supply of food. Keep that hunger bar full as we make this trek across the lands, the vast wilderness. The vast wilderness. Picking those flowers when we can. Try not to piss off the angry spring bees. And what else? We got 10 berry bushes, so that's as much as we can carry in one stack. We're not gonna get any more. And hey, look, some ice. So we can get a small quantity of rocks and get some ice. Ice is good. Ice is good, but we don't really find enough ice to serve the purpose that we need. I think we still may be able to use it to put out smoldering parts of our base, but it is not nearly as convenient as an Ice Fling-o-Matic. An Ice Fling-o-Matic is something to be seen in action. It's beautiful. I can't really describe it. It's just like rapid fire snowballs, constantly fertilizing your berry bushes, keeping them from drying out in the summer sun, and just being awesome all around. You know, you gotta give the Ice Fling-o-Matic a lot of credit when it comes to summer, because that thing will save your butt more than once. I'll say that much. It's just summer can be a cruel mistress. So we're back up here. We found pretty much all of the ice that we could find in that small rock field. Unfortunately, it wasn't very much. We only got 10 pieces of ice. And we need 15 in order to make an Ice Fling-o-Matic. To make a ice cube, or like an ice block, I think it's just ice cube, but it's the headwear item. You need like 12. Could be wrong, it could be less, but generally anything made out of ice, you need a decent amount of ice for. So God, it's raining on us. It is pouring. I hate the spring. It's actually kind of funny though, because I think once we do get into summer, the level of rain kind of continues, but it doesn't rain in summer, so it's this nice shade. So maybe in some way we were getting lucky, or once we get there, we get lucky with not overheating too much, given the weather, but you still gotta have that precautionary stuff in place. You want to have those thermal stones, you want to have the summer frost. And once things start smoldering, that's when the real fun begins. And where I'm at the end of this session, that hasn't happened to us yet, but there's, I think up until day 35 we're going to be dealing with summer, so I'm not quite there yet. We're not in the clear just yet. Oh no! Luckily, I think it's a relatively self-contained forest fire. And that spider just ran straight into that fire, wasn't affected by it. Or he might have been, but he didn't show it. He didn't burst into flames instantly, like Chester did when our science devices were burnt up. Because Chester was actually in that blast. And I didn't even say anything about it. I feel kind of like a jerk. My main concern was with our science devices rather than Chester, who was flailing around. I guess I just knew he was going to be okay, because I mean, Chester has a decent amount of health. I think he has some pretty quick health regen. And, I mean, fire's nothing. He doesn't even have to worry about fire. You are getting quite wet, eh? So, having done all that, we're pretty much just making our way back, bit by bit, trying to pick flowers when we can, and eating them as soon as we pick them up, because we have nowhere to put them in our inventory. Flowers do restore a tiny bit of health. There are much better uses for flowers than that, but that's what I use them for. I eat them. I eat them and they restore my health. Good flowers. Lots of vitality restoring ingredients in flowers, like petals and flower organs. 'Cause flowers got those organs in them. Plant organs. Got plant cells, nice rigid structure, full of all those nutrients we need. And look at all these fireflies. I am gonna have a blast with these fireflies. I'm just going to catch the crap out of all of them. And that is what we do. I figure we can open up just a tiny bit more space in our inventory if we get rid of this bug net. And while I could use the bug net for stuff like bees, for butterflies, all that, I usually reserve it just for catching fireflies. Fireflies is the main thing that I make bug nets for. It gives you plenty of fuel for your miner hat once you make it. We haven't made ours yet, but that was the intention of collecting all those, to have plenty of fuel when we get around to it. It's pretty spooky. Our health is quite low, and Woody seems very on edge. He's looking around. He's suspicious, but not much else for us to do right now. We're gonna get that sanity back up in no time, buddy. Don't you worry. Just keep wearing that football helmet in case any crazy creatures come out and try and bite your head off. I don't think that happens. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen. But we are not feeling the best in terms of our sanity and well-being, so. Alright, next time we will get back to base and try and prepare a little more for summer, as much as we can anyway. So thank you for watching. See you next time.